Yo guys, welcome to the ankle sprain recovery video. I broke my foot in 3 places in Jamaica in 2017 and I learned so much about healing ankles. So this video is really going to be catered towards anyone who has had an ankle sprain in the past. Maybe you even have one currently, or if you have any sort of foot or lower leg, knee and down injury. Have fun. For the very first exercise, go ahead and raise this foot up. Yep, just like that. The goal here with this exercise is to feel this muscle. This is your anterior tibialis. You want to get this whole front of the shin working. Try to keep your toes nice and relaxed. And just holding at this top position. If it feels uncomfortable, if you have any sort of pain, the number one thing you do is just reduce range of motion. So bring that down a little bit, like right there, and just hold it. And then as you're sitting here holding this isometric, this holding position, really try to feel this muscle. Feeling the muscle is the number one thing of priming. Sensitivity is king/queen. So it's our number one goal. When you get to about a 6 or a 7 out of 10 of fatigue, it's got that moderate burn to it, not super intense, is when you want to relax. Go ahead and bring that down nice and slow. You're going to do that 3 times for about 30 seconds each time and just let it breathe in between. So bring this foot back right there. And then all you're going to do is you're going to push the top of your foot down. We're going to flex these calves so the heel is going to be slightly elevated off the table here. And we're just feeling the outside and the inside calf muscle activating, if you guys can see that in here. Now the goal is to feel it. So for a lot of people, you may be doing this exercise and you're like, I can't feel these muscles at all. That's kind of the point of the whole thing. So feeling and sensitivity is how we regain this consciousness, but also the strength in these muscles. Same thing, we're going to hold it for about 30 seconds. The longer you hold it with any priming exercise, the more you want to try to relax into the movement. When you get to that 6 or 7 out of 10 of intensity, try to relax. And you see Justin here is like twitching, if you guys can see that in his calf. That's pretty normal. Don't worry about that as long as there's no pain. If there's any pain, reduce the intensity, reduce the range, don't push as hard. And you can also, if it's getting really difficult for you, you can bring this even further back and that'll help more. Go ahead and lift all of your little toes up into the air. You're just going to hold your toes up in the air. So see how he's lifting his whole foot? Try to relax the foot. Keep the toes engaged. Oh, look at this little toe. Zoom in on this little toe. Look at this guy. That's what a bad toe looks like. It's a bad toe. Bad toe. That's okay though. So we're going to work on it. I'm going to get that mangled toe to participate like his brothers here. And all you're trying to do is feel that toe going all the way up the foot. And eventually you want to get it to where it can go all the way up the shin here alongside that anterior tib and that dorsiflexion we worked on earlier. And then same thing, about 30 seconds, 3 times. When you get to that 6 or 7 out of 10 of fatigue, we want to bring it down. It's never about going high intensity. Again, just about gaining that sensitivity and paying attention to these muscles we usually forget about in day-to-day life. And relax. And then every time you do this exercise, try to focus on each toe lifting and see if you can actually feel each independent toe. Exercise number 4, we got quads. Quads are one of the most important muscles in your entire body because when you're standing up tall, your quads are locked out and they're straight, right? So they're working really hard all day. They're in that like flex position. Imagine if you walked around with your biceps like this all day. That's like what your quads are doing all the time. It would just get really fatigued. Try that right now. It would get really fatiguing really quickly. And your quads do that when you stand all day. And then of course, when you sit in a car, they're doing the exact opposite. They're kind of being stretched out all day. So they never really get that middle zone that a lot of muscles get. So for like my biceps, that middle zone is like here. It's like this would be really stretched out and this would be really tight. And I get to just kind of chill with my coffee cup in one and it's neutral. Your quads don't get that. So they're really important. And you'll see in a lot of the different routines on this playlist of priming that quads are integrated into a lot of different movements. Justin, I want you to lock your knee out. So try to like bring these two together. Yeah. And then just ever so gently, just barely lift this off the table. Perfect. So you're getting some of that weight of your leg lifting up away towards the ceiling, towards the roof of the world. And then this, you want to pull this nice and tight together. So you got this tendon that comes over across and you've got a bunch of different quad muscles. There's actually more than 4. And I just want you to try to feel this even contraction around your kneecap. The more you try to lock that knee in place, but not trying to squeeze as hard as you can, just making sure you're getting that lock position, and then trying to feel the center of your quad, the inside of your quad, the outside of your quad groups. We'll talk about specifics in different videos. And then same thing, 30 seconds, 3 times, 6 out of 7 out of 10 intensity. Don't go to where it hurts. And then just nice and gentle, relax that and drop it down. Perfect. And if there's any kind of struggle there, just bring the leg down, do lower intensity. You don't have to lift it off the table. Last exercise, number 5, we've got hamstrings. So your hamstrings come down from your butt into the back of your kneecap and just down onto the top of your calf. So Justin, go ahead and raise this heel up really slowly, about halfway to neutral, right there. And when I say neutral, neutral is like here. Like if that's like what I'm gonna consider neutral, I want you to go here so that gravity is giving you a little bit of that resistance, and try to feel the hamstrings on this side and on this side. And if it feels really intense, you can actually bring this up further and it's easier, right, Justin? Yeah. And then if you want it to be more intense, you can lift this up a little bit. Oh, wow, right? And then bring this down a little bit towards the ground. Oh, right there. So now you really see those hamstrings working, and you really want to feel both sides. And again, 30 seconds just holding. We're just trying to feel those muscles. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Skip Kelly. You've been doing some priming work. Now, there's a big overarching concept here with priming, and that is priming is a never-ending story. Yes, your injury may go away. Yes, you are completely recovered, but tender love and care for your body is a full-time gig. And it's something that we need to do a little bit every day. You don't have to lay down and do like fancy priming, and you don't necessarily have to go to a gym and lift heavy weights, but you should pay attention to your body and tune into your muscles and say like what's up to them occasionally. And I like to do a little bit every day. So whether that's the finger exercises or something, if you've looked at one of these videos, go ahead and take a look at some of the other videos in the playlist, and I'm gonna be putting out regular content for you guys to see and just keep getting more education about how to take care of your body physically. And I wanted to introduce you to 2 really important people that help this all come together, Chris and Justin. So if you notice, Justin's the one I've been tickling all the time, and Chris is the guy who's been behind the camera making sure I'm not screwing up and calling me out when I do really, really bad things. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. That was good, right?
Perfect.